in the game.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
We're expecting rain to be a factor in this one, but it isn't stopping these Bronco fans from filling Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos.
Fans, on your feet for your defending AFC West champion, Denver Broncos.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson ready for some preseason football. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. And the return will bring him to the 28-yard line. And that's where the offense will get going for the first time in this one. It is the Packers offense led by Jordan Love. His fourth year as a full-time starter, year 6 in the league for the quarterback out of Utah State.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles, and there's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So here come the Broncos, led out by Bo Nix. Greg, season 3 for the Oregon quarterback. Led the Broncos to the AFC West title last year and snapped that 9-year Kansas City run atop the AFC West.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident, build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
Play action now. It's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Broncos.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
That's caught left side by Ingram. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
In motion, it's Waddle. Nix from the gun on third down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Moore to return. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. As the Packers go back on offense, there's a look at Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph. Vance, the former head coach of the Broncos for a couple of years, now in season 4, back as their defensive coordinator. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Packers.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Taking a shot downfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Love. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, Love. Now he'll work his way. This one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Slot man going to move in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Packers offense ready for this next possession. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week one playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You got practice to get your body right. Then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go. Regular season.
Now, Jacobs. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, here's the first carry to Marshawn Lloyd. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw is Love. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And John's to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Javon Bullard.
The slot man in motion right.
The 2nd down pass brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. On the return, it's Moore. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. He'll manage only a couple. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. 3rd down. Way to go. And it's 3rd down.
Now Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 26
A big
yards.
one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
For the Packers field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
That one is good. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Woo! A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect. It's going to have an impact on the rest of the game.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Love. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. To return, it's Mims. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The ball's out. And the Packers have recovered the football. And they're going to take over once more. They have forced another first-half turnover. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Broncos first.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
That's another Broncos.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Loss of 2.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice